Hey guys, I'm coming to you today from my buddy Mike's house. We're going to check out his furnace filter and I'm going to show you how to change it out. Alright guys, here we are at the furnace. It's a little warm, so you do not want to touch it while it's hot. We got our filter. I'm going to show you where to look and how to pick out the right filter. Right now the furnace is running. It doesn't matter right now. You can either turn it off, there's a switch down here, or you can turn it off. Or when there's a trigger switch, when you pull the covers off, it'll turn it off. So I'll show you both. This is the switch that's going to go to your furnace. It's just a simple toggle on-off switch. The transformer on top will go to your doorbell, so if you flip this switch off, not only is it going to cut power to your furnace, but it's also going to cut power to your doorbell. Just keep that in mind while you're working on this, but anytime you open up that cover on the furnace, you always want to flip this switch off. Just makes things a little bit safer for you. So on your furnace, you have the top level and the lower level. The top level is going to expose all your burners, and then the bottom level is going to have the fan motor and then also the air intake. So to get started, what you want to do is pull the first layer off, the top layer. Like I said, that's going to expose your burners, an igniter, gas flow, and everything like that. So as you can see, the furnace is going right now, but as soon as you pull off that bottom layer, it's going to automatically stop. There's going to be a built-in trigger switch every time you take this bottom off to keep yourself from slicing your hands. Now with everything exposed, you can get to the air filter, which is right here. The air filter is going to filter in all of the incoming air, so there'll be intake vents in your house, and then also there'll be an intake that is taking air from outside. It all comes right through here and then goes through that filter. And what the filter does is it protects your motor, and it also protects the air that you're breathing. Once you've decided on the size of filter you want to look at the MERV rating. That stands for the minimum efficiency reporting value. The higher the MERV value, the higher the filtration is going to be, and the more contaminants it's going to be able to filter out. However, on the downside, it's also going to let less air flow through. Your specific MERV value that you're choosing is going to be a case-by-case scenario. So you want to take into account how many people are living in your home and if you have pets or not, and stuff like that. Now what I use is a MERV 13 in the wintertime. It's a little bit more expensive, but it filters out everything you can, and with the windows closed all season long, that's going to be your best bet. Now in the summertime, when I start running the air conditioner, I switch it out to a MERV 6. This is going to allow better airflow for the air conditioner, and since we have the windows open at night, there's really no sense in trying to filter out everything you can when you just let everything right back in. Alright, now we have your new filter. We're about to put it in. Now when you unwrap this thing, you want to be careful not to damage any of the pleats in here because each one is individually, you just don't want to. Alright, now we have the filter unwrapped. Now the next thing you want to do is pay attention to airflow. So on here, there'll be a little arrow. That little arrow is showing you airflow. So the airflow comes down the intake and then it goes through the motor. It's being pumped through the motor, through the fan, and then through the rest of the furnace. So you want to make sure that the airflow is matching the direction of airflow that you want to go. So once you got the new filter in, there's a little retaining wand here. You just want to make sure that that goes right back in and stays in place. What that's going to do is keep your air filter from being sucked up into the motor. You don't want that. And then while you're down here, it doesn't hurt to take a vacuum to clean out all of the dust and everything, because keep in mind everything on this side of the filter is going to be going through your house at some point. Some of you guys might have a built-in humidifier here into your furnace. If not, they're a great investment and actually relatively easy to install. So I can help you with that in a later video. Just leave me some comments and let me know if you'd like that. You're going to want to change this filter regularly. You can see on here, this has a digital readout and display. This is showing you when to change your water filter. It goes off about every 300 hours or so. So I like to change it definitely at the beginning of every heating season, and then usually right around January or February. And then whenever just the light goes off. There's a little latch underneath here. You just pull that out, lift it up, and it comes right out. You have your water filter element here, and this just comes right out as well. The top part comes out real easy. You just unclick the latches here, and then just pull out the old element. Then you grab the new one for your water filter or humidifier. Now the black mark right up here indicates where the water is going to come in. I'll show you where that's at here in a second. But it always faces up. So just slide that back in. Slide the cap over. Lock it down. You're good to go. Now when you're ready to put it back in, you're going to line this nozzle up. This is where your water comes out. Line it up here so it fits over this hole, and you want the water to come in here and then disperse through each hole there. So put it in the bottom first so it goes out the drain. And then just like that, you go ahead and put your cover back on. And make sure when you're ready, you want to line it up with that switch. That's what's going to make sure that the seal is good and it activates. Now that you have everything replaced and good to go, if you have one of these electronic controls, what you want to do is reset that countdown timer so that you'll know when it's time to replace that filter again. And that's super easy. It's labeled right here. After you turn the knob to test, there's a reset one right after it. So you just go all the way over. And then it's good. Then it's going to run the test to make sure water is going through. What I like to do is just feel that, make sure that there's still good hot water coming through there. Don't touch it for a long time because it's hot. It'll burn you. Hey guys, final thoughts. So changing the air filter in your furnace is one of the easiest things that you can do to maintain the good air quality in your home. In the summertime, it's not that bad. It doesn't matter really, because your windows are going to be up all day or all night, and you know everything's coming and going. So don't waste your money on an expensive air filter when all you really need to do is just protect that motor and keep the air going through that furnace to most benefit the air conditioner. In the wintertime, it's a different story. Everything's locked up and it's a lot harder to keep fresh air coming into the house. Like I said before, I like to get a little bit higher quality air filter in the wintertime because it's going to filter out more of those contaminants and really turn your furnace into a whole home air filter. You don't have to waste your money on any of those other air purifiers when you already have one built into your house already. You might as well use it. Please don't hesitate to leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Also, please feel free to send me any suggestions or ideas that you may have or things you want to learn a little bit more about. I'm happy to help. And until next Friday, take care of yourselves and God bless. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video and please feel free to check out some more. As always, leave your comments below on what you would like to see and what I can help you with. I thank you all and have a blessed day.